Is standing in my way anymore. I'm not going to let anything stop me anymore. What I'll be doing here on YouTube is I'm going through the whole Bible and making a series and explaining the whole Bible, every book in the Bible. On TikTok, I'm going to be doing a new series where I go maybe 100 parts or so, all on Christianity ended in 70 AD, explaining the Bible by breaking it all down quickly and easily. I'm also writing each one of these. I'm going through Matthew. I'm going to do a book on Matthew, a book on Mark, a book on Luke, a book on John, Acts, Romans, Corinthians, all the way. I'm doing every single book, and I'm going to post that to set the Bible straight for everybody. What I have actually came from God. These other people are not preaching the truth. They're just there to hinder, and I'm not doing that anymore. No more arguments or squabbles with these people who have gotten in nothing from God, who support people who are liars and do not support the truth and do not understand how important this message actually is. We're coming to the end of an age, and there is a war coming, and this message came for a reason, and God is very important, and we are getting people to the door of God, that they can actually follow God, that you can hear from God, and you can enter heaven. This is a message of salvation. It's just as important as the gospel was in the first century. I'm not going to let pride stop me from asking for support anymore either. We live in a place where they hate us. Our family won't help us. I haven't spoken to my mom in over 6 months. My family literally wishes that we would die and fall flat on our face and never have anything. And they don't believe that the truth can bring anything, but I believe that it does. And I think that we will be just fine. And I'm going to ask people for support and let everybody know what's going on in our lives. We would have been kicked out of here already. It's nothing but hateful stares, It's just get out of my house. But the only reason that we're not out is because we made a deal in the beginning of the year because they needed their water and septic in, and we gave them $7,000 of our taxes, or we would have been out. That $7,000 was supposed to be so that they could get us a camper and get us into a place. Instead, they kicked us out right after they spent all the money. Then they finally let us back in. Months later, they got a deal on a camper through their job, and thanks to everybody on here, we actually got that camper through their boss. And so we do have a camper, and it's sitting over at their house. But every camper place around here went up a bunch. It used to be cheap around here before COVID, and now things cost like $800 a month to put a camper. Who's going to pay that for a camper? We used to live in a townhouse down here for $550. So far we have found one place for a camper, but they only charge $400 a month, and that's everything included, electric and all that, and Wi-Fi. But they won't allow us to get in, and because we don't have a job on record. So we would have to pay the whole 6 months for that, and we're trying to raise like $3,000 to do that. My whole family hates me, and they're hypocrites, thinking that what we are doing is wrong here because they hate our message. But they worship my preacher uncle. He's like the head of the family to everybody. He can just sell a house for $700,000 like he just did, because he's been stealing from everybody and lying to everybody forever. I believe that the truth is more important than that, and that this message is from God, and that it is the most important thing in this world today. And if I am not writing, I will be going live or making videos, and nothing's going to stop me anymore. I don't have friends. I don't want friends. I don't want things to do. I don't want anything fun to do. I don't want a vehicle or anything, which our vehicle is broken down at the moment. The same friend where we have the camper, they gave us a loaner until our vehicle gets fixed. I don't have anything in this life. I don't want anything in this life. I want to be able to do this message. That's what I want. And I would love, it would be so amazing if we could finally get out, because we will get kicked out. We don't know what day it'll be, but it could be any day. But nothing and no one is going to hinder me from doing this. It was a long road, and God showing all this stuff and bringing it and giving actual truth to the world, while other people just go out there and tell their lies. Everything gets supported too. All these false things get supported. Truth, people don't want to support. We've all been burned by false prophets and everything. But I'm not letting pride or worry stop me from that anymore, Not wanting to be lifted up like all these false prophets, not wanting to think anything like that. It doesn't matter. I'm going with this now. And it will be what I do. So stay tuned here on YouTube, because that's where I'm going to be putting the Bible videos that I'm making, where I'm explaining each book of the Bible. And join my TikTok if you want to see the short videos of me doing Christianity ended in 70 AD. But I'm putting the Bible videos on here because then they'll be longer, and I'm going to tell everybody on TikTok to come over here to watch the Bible videos. I'm also going to try to go live on YouTube at least once a day. It probably won't be for a long time on YouTube. I'm going to spend most of my time doing lives on TikToks because TikTok actually sends hundreds of people, sometimes 4,000 people through the live to see, YouTube just sends your subscribers, and that depends on if they're on at the right time, or able to watch. So what I'm saying is I can go 40 minutes on YouTube, which I want to go live on YouTube for you guys who hate TikTok. I would rather you just go over to TikTok, and even if it's just for my lives and my videos, and join there. But people that hate TikTok want me to come on YouTube, so I'm doing that for everybody that wants me on here. Like I said, this is the message of God. There is a war coming. We are at the end of the age. At this age, people need to know God and know the door and actually get in touch with God. This is not like any other message in the world. It's actually true. Regardless of how many false prophets have come before, regardless of everything that they've done and said. It doesn't matter. This is true. So God bless anybody that can help. If anybody's able, God bless you. If you're able to help us get into this place. Obviously, whenever I make a video like that, I like just saying everything true. And what people think, what I'm thinking. This message has set hundreds, if not thousands of people free. And it's like, if just 100 people could send like $30, we'd be able to do this. I mean, that never happens. I'm just telling you, those are your thoughts, It's like, oh, it's that simple, Why won't people, it doesn't matter. But if anybody can help, that would be great. And I'll take any support. We'll do anything with it. If enough people come to this message and give support, I'm not going to go get into a lavish house and buy a nice car or anything. I'm not doing anything like that. But support would go to promoting videos, and it would also go to, I would put up a billboard. I don't care. If it went far enough, I would get a building and put up a sign, Christianity ended in 70 AD, Jesus already returned. Live for God, not Jesus. That would actually get it on the news. Everybody in the world would hear it. I don't know how long it would last before somebody burnt the place down or came in and beat me up or something. But, anyway. But I wanted to put a video out here telling everybody that I am going to ask for support. I'm going to live off support. I'm going to do this message. I'm not going to feel bad about any of it. And I'm not going to keep allowing people to come in who support liars, not support with money, but I'm saying who like liars, they defend liars, and they hate us for the message, and they're just trying to divide everything. Doesn't matter what anybody does anymore. I'm not getting into any of that. I've got something to do. Nothing can stop it. This is my job 24 hours a day. I wouldn't have it any other way. And I will focus on God completely and stop letting all of the haters make me depressed and stop letting all of the people who act like they're coming to this message, but really they're just coming to divide and argue and talk about a bunch of Bible doctrines and get everybody into these weird things that has nothing to do with us, and leave off the actual message, which is go straight to God. Be honest in your own life. Let's get God back in this world, because it's up to us to tell the truth and to do these things. So if you see a different me now, somebody who's actually happy, it's because I'm not allowing anything else to deter this. If I can't sleep, I'm not just going to lay there. I'll be up writing. I'll make a video. I'll go live. Nothing's going to stop me from this. So until I die, or until God calls me up, this is what I'm doing. God bless anybody that can and will support monthly, weekly, or this one time right now. To get people to support all at the same time right now is what I'm trying to get. Just so we can actually get out, get into a place, and then be able to live. Because it's that getting into a place that's the hard part. Anyway, God bless everybody, and I don't feel bad for asking, and I don't feel bad for asking people to pay attention to their dreams, to actually go straight to God, to believe that this is truth, to stop letting everybody else divide everything through dumb doctrines, and to be honest in their own life. And even if they lose things, even if they lose relationships or jobs or whatever, be honest. Honesty is where it's at. So God bless anybody who is actually honest, and loves God.